How do you leave the UK and become a 0% tax resident? I'll be going over just that in this video so that you stop paying taxes to the HMRC. I became a non-resident, which means I pay 0% tax, and many of our clients here at GenZone have done the exact same thing, and it totally transformed their lives. I have more money, more freedom, and more flexibility to do what I want with my finances. And for those wondering, Kevin, aren't you Canadian? You don't sound British. Yes, I am Canadian, but I also am British as well. Here's the thing. I used to pay around 50% in taxes, and most of our clients were in the same boat or are in the same boat because they haven't moved yet. Crime is on the rise. There's a decline in the economy and culture. Seems like the government is just focused more on their own personal agenda instead of solutions to actually help its people. And what makes all of that even worse is we are the ones paying for this. We are the ones paying for our cities to get more dangerous. We're the ones paying for these agendas to get executed on. We're the ones paying for the decline because they take our tax money and do exactly what they want with it. We have no say in that. You can say, oh, I'm going to vote for this person, but the reality is this person that you vote for doesn't actually care about you. And even if they claim to care about you, etc., or maybe even if they do care about you, it's not only their decision. So that's why I decided, okay, it's enough. I'm going to just move to Dubai. I'm going to vote not with my ballot, but I'm going to vote with my feet, book a flight, go to Dubai, lower my taxes, and change my whole life. 0% personal tax, 0% corporate tax for most businesses. Yes, there is a corporate tax, 9% corporate tax for some companies, but it's not actually a full 9% corporate tax. We have videos on the channel that goes over this in detail, or just book a call with us. We'll explain it to you fully, don't worry. But even at 9%, this is the lowest corporate tax in the world. And more importantly, past money, Dubai is one of the best places to live. It's safe, it's secure, good infrastructure, good schools, everything is good and cost effective as well. I have so many clients who actually don't care about tax savings. They just genuinely want the amenities that you can get from living here in Dubai. And that's what they're getting. And for people complaining about, oh, Dubai is hot in the summer, just travel in the summer if you can. If you can't, then it's not that hot anyway. You're not outside all day. You're just traveling from one building to another or from the car to a building. So it's not that bad. I lived in Dubai in the summer. Before I actually agreed with people, I was like, oh yeah, Dubai, it is hot in the summer. You have to leave. But it's not actually true. I stayed in the summer and I realized, oh, it's actually not that bad. And I've had a lot of people tell me the exact same thing. It's not that bad. And I actually prefer it in the summer in some cases for some specific things. All right, so now, how do you actually leave the UK? Unlike I just explained, I booked a flight and left. That's not the only thing you have to do. There are some formalities that have to be done prior to your exit. Because if you don't do things properly, the UK can still tax you, even though you have left, even though you're not even in the UK at all. So there's a thing called a statutory residency test. You have to complete this to know if you are still a tax resident. And the test is pretty straightforward. It's basically based on the amount of time you spend in the UK. I'm actually going to show on the screen here a full diagram that shows you literally everything that you need to know. So feel free to pause the video and watch that and determine if you are going to be a tax non-resident or not. But you can basically watch this right here. But just to go over it, basically, if you're not a resident throughout the whole of the previous 3 tax years and present in the UK, you spent less than 46 days in the current tax year, then you are not a resident. If you're a resident in the UK in at least one of the 3 previous tax years and present in the UK less than 16 days in the current tax year, you are not a resident. If you leave the UK to work full-time overseas, which is what most people do, they set up a company in Dubai, work for that company full-time overseas, and you spend less than 91 days in the tax period, you are not a resident. And of course, you also have to spend less than 31 days working in the UK to be not a resident. Now, if you want to do this for yourself, book a call. We can go over the entire process of setting up a company, visa, banking, etc. But this does give you a very good idea. And then it does go into more detail. You can go and scroll below this. I don't want to make this video too long. And of course, it's super case by case depending on your ties. As you can see here as well, if you have different ties, like 1 tie or 2 ties or 3 ties, the amount of time you can spend is less or more if you have less. So go over this. And of course, we also have legal professionals that can go over your personal tax situation, your personal profile, look at your assets, look at your situation, and tell you if you are going to be a tax resident or not. Now, just being a non-resident for the period where you're in Dubai is one of the first steps. The next step is the 5-year rule. If you leave the UK and come back within 5 years, the HMRC could potentially tax you on your gains made abroad during this period. So it's important to keep in mind if you're moving to Dubai for tax purposes, stay out of the UK for at least 5 years as a resident. Don't be a resident for the next 5 years. 6 years, that's fine. At that point, you can come back and the HMRC cannot tax you on your gains made during this period. And one thing to keep in mind, if you have a crypto portfolio, you're in profit, you can leave the UK at this moment. For now, it will absolutely change. But you can absolutely leave the UK, cash out, wait 5 years, come back. No tax. Legal. which is kind of insane because in Canada or the US, any other country, this does not happen. Now, the next thing too is, okay, what if I'm in the UK and it's already the mid-year, I've already spent this much time. There is a split year rule that you can follow. Essentially, what would happen is you would become a tax non-resident from the date of your departure on the initial year of your departure. So even if you spent too much time, it's still fine. You can leave and you will be a tax non-resident on the day of your departure. So you don't have to wait until the tax period ends to make your move. You can do it before that. So if you have a UK company, in this case, unlike the personal asset, you might have to pay an exit tax. So basically pay a tax on the value of your property on the date of your departure. Now, when you're leaving the UK as well, what most people do is they set up a company in Dubai, get the residency, banking, everything done, move their finances, move their payouts to Dubai, and then they close their UK company. This is what I suggest for everyone to do. So you're essentially starting from fresh. But absolutely, moving to Dubai will be one of the best things you can do. Most people moving to Dubai from the West are from the UK. So you're absolutely not alone if you're British and you're looking to legally reduce your taxes. Dubai is an amazing place to do it. If you want further assistance and want a team of experts who have helped more than 800 companies establish themselves here in Dubai, you can book a call using the link down below. And if you're not ready to book a call just yet, you can also scan the QR code found on this video to send us a direct message on WhatsApp. And if you're not ready to do that too, you can even just watch this video right here. This video goes over a little bit more details about our process.